I want to be a DevOps engineer. I want to be a solutions architect. Oh no, I should be a platform engineer. But I love security. I think I should be a systems engineer. There are a lot of people asking about which cloud computing role they should occupy. What are the average salary earnings of some cloud computing experts? And some of them are actually confused where to get started or which cloud computing path they should take. So in this video, I'll be giving you what is the average work experience, or what are the skill sets, or what it is that each of the cloud computing experts do. Do well to watch this video to the end and know what the cloud engineer does, what the DevOps engineer does, what the solutions architect does, what the systems engineer does, and a lot more of other cloud computing experts and what they do averagely on a daily basis. The very first practitioner which I'm going to talk about is a cloud engineer. The cloud engineer basically handles all the technical processes for the company. It's a cloud engineer who does all the planning, who does all the analysis, who does all the design of the network, and equally goes further to implement a design, perhaps from a solutions architect, implements such design, provides a monitoring plan, and ensures that the system is secure. Now, basically, cloud engineers are the main backbone of a completely functioning cloud-based system, because they're the ones who look into the infrastructure. They provide customer-specific requests, or they provide customer-specific solutions that meet customers' needs. Now, the cloud engineer basically wants to ensure that the network is, first of all, like I said, secure. The network has a good database recovery plan. The network has a good disaster recovery plan, because you don't want to have infrastructure maybe in a particular region and there's a catastrophic in that particular region and you lost everything. So the cloud engineer makes sure that there's continuous monitoring of all infrastructure. There's a good database recovery plan. There's a good disaster recovery plan, and the entire network is secure. Now, if you're aspiring to be a cloud engineer, you want to make sure that you have a very good idea on perhaps one scripting language. I recommend you learning Python, or you must have an idea on how to manage servers, and I recommend you learning Linux to manage servers. And you must have an idea of at least virtual private clouds. You may want to learn Amazon's VPC, or you want to learn Google's cloud platform, or you want to learn Azure's cloud platform, virtual cloud. So you have an idea on a particular cloud environment. So basically, this gives you the kickstart for you to be able to design cloud solutions, for you to be able to implement cloud solutions, for you to be able to monitor cloud solutions, and for you to be able to secure cloud solutions. So the cloud engineer basically correlates with all the various teams in a company to make sure that they have a fully functional, secure, and constantly monitored cloud-based solution. The second role is the cloud solutions architect. Now, the solutions architect basically first has an understanding of all the client demands. For example, after having several meetings, because they need to do those meetings with the customers to understand exactly what the customers need, what capacity they need on the internet, how long they'll be on the internet, how frequent they'll use the resources should they acquire from the cloud platform, and how do they intend to have their resources access. So the solutions architect discusses in depth with the customers and understand the customer's design or the customer's requirement. Now, after understanding the customer requirement, as solutions architect, most often the solutions architect has several proposals on possible implementations for the company. For example, because, well, if you're aspiring to be a solutions architect, you must be ready to have several iterations of your job done, because you might do the first design and you propose to the customer, and the customer will be like, no, let's have our recovery plan this way, or let's just have this number of servers in this particular region, or let's have this particular amount of database space, or so the solution architect basically models the system to meet the needs of the client. Now, after modeling such a system, the solution architect goes further, sometimes do prototypes, right? So you want to do what they call proof of concept. The solutions architect does a proof of concept to make sure that the customer, before investing in implementing maybe a solution with the one, they have had a proof of concept to understand what their need or what their infrastructure is going to look like on the internet. Now, the solutions architect also has the responsibility of providing several recommendations to the company. First, it's ideal that before the company moves to the cloud, the solution architect does what they call cloud readiness assessment. So they work with the customers to ensure that they're actually ready to move to the cloud, because most companies want to move to the cloud, but they are not actually sure if they are ready yet to move to the cloud. So the solution architect looks at the cloud assessment readiness and then proposes a solution to the customers that meets their requirement. And of course, after doing several iterations of the proposal, then hand over to the cloud engineer who works together with the solutions architect to ensure that the infrastructure is properly implemented and then later on audited or later on analyzed. Now, the fourth role is the cloud computing consultant. I did in one of our previous videos on the ability for cloud computing roles, giving you that readiness to start your own initiative. So many people, after their cloud computing training, want to become consultants or other companies. So many companies maybe want to move to the cloud, they get to a cloud consultant to give them an analysis or to perform a research on their infrastructure or on their current state of affairs in their company, and then go on to give them probable solutions. So a cloud consultant almost oftentimes works with a cloud solutions architect, because you want to make sure that after carrying out research on the infrastructure of their company, they want to make sure they use the services of cloud solutions architect to have a proposal on what will best fit or what will best meet the exact needs of the company. Now, cloud consultants do in-depth analysis and in-depth research of the current infrastructure in companies to ensure that there is no under-provisioning of cloud resources or there is no over-provisioning of cloud resources. So that's the guy who makes sure that every company is actually ready to move to the cloud. And if they are not yet ready to move to the cloud, the solutions consultant or the cloud consultant walks them through their journey to the cloud. So the cloud consultant is the best guy to train teams on various aspects as far as the cloud is concerned, both before migration into the cloud and even after moving their database to the cloud. That if they don't move all the database to the cloud, the consultant ensures that they have a full and an in-depth analysis of what it is for them to be or to move to the cloud. And lastly, security guy. We have the security guy. After you've built a very good house, you've been able to ensure that the house is constantly having all the requirements, all the resources are in the house. You need to make sure the house is secure. That is the same analogy with a cloud security engineer, a cloud security expert. The cloud security engineer is just basically there to ensure that all the infrastructure is free from attacks. Right? You don't want to build a very good infrastructure on the internet and then you have malicious softwares, malicious bots, or hackers penetrating into your environment or into your infrastructure to then maybe cause havoc. So the cloud engineer is basically there to ensure all aspects of the network is secure, right from the networking to all the various integrations. All aspects of the network are secure. Now, cloud engineers do security at almost all the 7 layers of the open system interconnect. So they ensure that there's security both at the physical layer, if it's at on-premise. They ensure that there's security even in their virtual private clouds. They ensure that even their solutions in third-party applications are actually secure. So the security or cloud security engineer actually wants to ensure that all those things which are necessary for the team to be smoothly functioning are secure. There is another role which goes hand in hand with the DevOps guy. So some roles you see DevSecOps. So the guy basically does security and continuous integration maybe for the company. So they are occupying both the DevOps role and the security role. That's what gives them the level of DevSecOps. So that's just basically what the security guy does. Now, that's just a list of some of the 5 careers which you can have or which you can start this year in the cloud. So if you love our video, do well to subscribe to our YouTube channel to have other relevant content as far as your journey in the cloud computing is concerned. And equally, you might want to have a deeper understanding on anything relating to cloud. Do well to leave that in the comment section, and we'll do a special video to walk you through to you getting your own first cloud job. Thank you.